Hi filmmakers, and welcome to High Concept, the show where we don't just show you filmmaking and editing techniques, we show you real producing strategies to help you get your film made. I'm your host, founder and executive producer at the Film Fund, Thomas Verdi. I'm also an award-winning filmmaker, producer, and film festival judge. In this week's episode, we'll take a look at some tips for pitching your movie to investors. Welcome to High Concept. Pitching in the film industry essentially involves a writer or filmmaker persuading buyers, such as studio execs, producers, investors, etc., to purchase their idea or screenplay. The verbal persuasion that is film pitching comes in many forms, the two common forms being the elevator pitch and the 20-minute pitch. Once you've conjured up a stellar movie idea or screenplay, you should prepare to pitch it to industry professionals. Pitching can be viewed as an art, and you must master this art before any potential opportunities arise. Preparation is always the key to success. A solid movie pitch consists of explaining to your audiences what your story is as condensed and brief as possible, while hooking and grabbing your audience's attention. Because pitching will typically require such a selective choice of words within a brief time window, you should take the time to prepare and rehearse what you will say to interested investors. The worst thing you can do is show up to a pitch meeting without fully knowing your story or idea, or, what many people struggle with, not knowing how to properly articulate your story to your audience. Researching specific investors before pitching takes place is a crucial part of preparation. The goal of researching potential investors is to see who may be best suited for your idea or script. Many different investors, distributors, execs, etc. have different interests and branding that may not align with your story. So before you go reaching out to these entities, make sure to spend some time researching them. Also, researching beforehand can make a pitch go smoother. You'll be more likely to spark up a conversation more organically, such as by asking specific questions regarding that entity's previous work. You can also realign your pitch so that it coincides with the interests of the potential investor, producer, or distributor. The elevator pitch is a short form of pitching that is common in the film industry. Its name refers to the amount of time it takes an elevator to reach its destination, which ranges from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. We're not saying movie pitching only takes place in elevators, as it can occur pretty much anywhere. Film festivals, film screenings, pitch fests, writers' conferences, meetings, stores, restaurants, parking lots, etc. What we're trying to say is that the window of opportunity is typically brief, and writers and filmmakers will need to present their ideas and scripts in a condensed way that's able to intrigue someone of interest in very little time. When doing an elevator pitch, avoid summarizing your entire script. Rambling on about minor details and character backgrounds will make your listeners lose interest. Instead, you should try splitting up your elevator pitch into 3 sections. The hook, your pitch opening that immediately grabs their attention. Extended logline, a few sentences that further explains your story's characters and conflict. Conclusion, the way you conclude can be in a variety of different ways. You can either reveal what happens at the end, or you can leave them in suspense and make them question what happens next. Your goal when doing an elevator pitch should be to reveal the most important elements of your story while keeping your audience engaged and guessing. The beauty of elevator pitches is that they can leave your audience in suspense if you wish to do so. Oftentimes, this can generate more interest in your script or idea. Another type of pitch you should prepare for is known as the 20-minute pitch, or pitch meeting. Unlike the elevator pitch, the 20-minute pitch generally occurs when an investor or executive calls you in for a meeting to further discuss your idea or script. This type of pitch isn't always limited to 20 minutes. It can range from anywhere between 10 to 30 minutes, depending on your audience. However, we recommend that you stay within 10 to 15 minutes, as adding on more time may take your audience out of it. Professionals working in the film industry are very busy individuals. They will have other meetings, places to be, and more pitches to listen to, so it's best to keep your movie pitch brief and to the point. There are a few materials every writer and filmmaker should bring to a pitch meeting, including a copy of the script, synopsis, logline, budget, producer and other key crew, cast and director, if attached, contact info, and more. It is always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Not only will you pitch your idea or script, but you will persuade your audience further by giving them more details on the film's production. The 20-minute pitch is similar to an elevator pitch, as you will need to begin with a hook, continue with a more detailed logline and summary, and finish with a conclusion re-emphasizing the crucial elements and components of your story. Depending on the scale of your story concept and the resources available to you, creating a proof of concept can be a great way to get your story picked by investors, producers, and studio executives. If done correctly, a proof of concept short film can show potential investors how your feature film will look and feel on screen. Many well-known films like Whiplash and Lights Out started as proof of concept short film that later turned into features. As you may already know, the film industry is very competitive. Finding opportunities to pitch to the right people doesn't happen so often. This is where networking comes in. A large percentage of working in the film industry is meeting and connecting with people. For aspiring filmmakers, this can be daunting, especially if they live far from LA or New York City. However, there's plenty of places to network and find movie pitching opportunities if you're eager enough to find them. Pitching opportunities can arise at any moment, especially if you're active in the film industry or have prior connections. But if you're keen on meeting new people to broaden your film network, check out your local film festivals, screenings, social events, pitch fests, etc. It also would help if you have an agent or manager, as they can help open doors to pitch meetings with potential buyers. Movie pitching is a crucial aspect of the film industry that every aspiring writer and filmmaker should become familiar with. It's a challenging task for many, especially if you view yourself as an introvert or shy. However, pitching is a skill that can be obtained through practice and proper preparation. Even the most extroverted individuals can tank a pitch meeting if he or she fails to prepare. So don't forget to practice, rehearse, and practice some more for both types of pitching scenarios. You never know when an opportunity comes knocking at the door. If you're looking for more tips on pitching your film, read our blog in the description. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're currently looking for funding for your short film, don't forget to click that link in the description to enter a one-sentence pitch to win up to $10,000 to produce your project. I'm your host, Thomas Verdi, founder and executive producer at the Film Fund, and thank you for checking out High Concept.